Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about Final Fantasy XIV. I've played this game ever since it came out. Not the original one exactly, but AR. When AR came out, I was there playing it on day one through all the drama and the hassle of trying to stay logged in so you don't get kicked. You don't have to worry about the login queue. Yeah, I mean, the story is great. You know, I played all the way up to Endwalker. I have not played Dawntrail. I played the patch leading up to Dawntrail. I even bought Dawntrail. I got the collector's edition. I haven't opened it yet. But everything I've heard about it has not made me want to play it. I thought about streaming the game, so I delayed it a little bit so as to hopefully get people who might want to see my playthrough of the game for Dawntrail. But the more and more I delayed it, the more and more I heard about how horrible the story was, how horrible the gameplay was. I think Preach himself said he spent, what, 6 to 9 hours, I can't remember the exact time, when he started Dawntrail of just going through place to place to place, reading text before he actually fought anything. Or maybe he actually fought just one mob. I wanted to react to this video that Lulu put out. She is pretty big in the Final Fantasy XIV community. She made a lot of clips videos. So we're going to take a look at this video she posted about I Hate Dawntrail. Kind of get her opinion of it because I still haven't played it. I don't know if I will play it. I may actually skip it when the next expansion comes out. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Hey there, guys. Lulu here. I hope you're having a shit day. Endwalker sucks shit. I meant Dawntrail. That get your attention, bub? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it should have, because Endwalker was pretty fucking awesome. I'm not going to lie.
Did you little shit. Oh, there goes the monetization again. Not been monetized since the streamer highlights anyway, so fuck it. Check out my Patreon if you want to support a lizard. It helps. Please. Anyway. Seriously, guys, I'm not even memeing. I mean it. Let me give you 10 reasons. Shit. Wait, I don't have time for 10. Let me change that. Budget cuts. I hope you understand. Why
What?
I'm going to get Twitter canceled by the Final Fantasy community.
I'm having a
after
hard
this
time
video.
keeping up.
Let's say it's 10 for fucking clickbait. Don't worry, this ain't gonna be another lazy peon video. I mean, I'm an active player and have been for 11 years. I want to make clear that this isn't a review. This is just me word vomiting my
So did we just see a face reveal of Lulu, the old lady from Titanic?
opinion about the game, so it might be disjointed and all over the place. Anyway, when Dawntrail merrily skipped towards us like a drunk Lord of the Rings extra, I think I can speak for most of us, that we were excited about the fact we wouldn't have the usual depressing story, and we'd be going on...
I was excited heading into Dawntrail. I didn't know where they were going to go, what they were going to do with it, but I was also worried about what they were going to do. Because starting a new story like this in a game where you've completed a huge wrap-up to essentially your original storyline after 10 years, I think it was. It's very risky. After an extremely high peak, the chances of having a pretty big low was pretty high.
some sort of a holiday adventure. But quickly, many realized it was like a Ryanair package deal holiday coupon that you got off a cereal box. Well, I do think it's interesting to look at the things that really fell flat. I'm talking...
Oh, not to mention, I think the person who wrote this expansion is not the same person who wrote Endwalker and Shadowbringers. She was doing something else at the time. Forgive me, I don't know names off the top of my head. But she got a lot of praise for Shadowbringers and Endwalkers, and those two are arguably the top two expansions. You might be able to make an argument for, oh my God. Oh, what is the name? I can't think of it now. Okay, let's think of the expansion. Yeah, ARR. Why can't I think of the name? Fucking A. This is ridiculous. Heavensward. Why the fuck did I not think of that name? Heavensward. You can make an argument that Heavensward might be one of the top two, but I'm sorry, because of the story and the culmination of the 10 years, it is hard to beat Shadowbringers and Endwalker, especially because you had Emmett Selk, and he was probably one of the best villains I've ever seen in a video game or any story.
About flatter than the average Final Fantasy player IQ. Anyway, give me a chance before your pantaloons get twisted. But yes, let's start out with the things this expansion did right before we dive
Not
in balls
much.
deep. Okay, let's start this shit. Dawntrail. It reminds me of that picture of that horse. You know the one? You know the one people used for Game of Thrones Season 8? Ugh, Jerry, pull up that picture of the horse. Perfect. Oh, wait, wrong segment. Jerry, switch it. We'll get round to that in a bit.
Oh, hello.
Let's talk about the thing that usually attracts new players and hopefully bring returning players back to the game. The graphics. I'll be quick with this one, as sadly there really is.
I didn't really notice a difference in the graphics, to be honest with you. They rolled the graphics out, I think the patch before. No, they rolled them out in 7.0, but I've logged in 7.0. I haven't played any, but I've logged in, and I didn't really see much of a difference. Now, granted, I'm just an average guy that isn't really computer literate, so perhaps I just don't know what I'm looking at. So
Isn't much to talk about here. My actual reaction to the graphics update. Huh. Okay. I mean, if you were hoping for me to
Thank you.
have that reaction
That was me.
I had to the trailer of Star Wars, think again, motherfucker. The difference was barely noticeable.
Exactly.
Whilst I don't think it's a bad thing to have a minimal upgrade, I do think it is extremely telling about the developer's vision going forward. It comes across to me that the developers are painfully afraid to change things. I think that could be because this game might be their cash cow. Just look at the crummy website.
there is no doubt that this game is the cash cow for Square Enix right now. They are so hit and miss on their other games. This game with their online store is probably bringing them in buttloads of money.
We had for years until Asmongold complained about it. I mean, it's why we're probably still after 11 years stuck with the Scions of the 7th fricking Dawn. Can we...
Hey now. I like the Scions of the 7th Dawn. Dude, don't shame them. Don't talk bad about them. I need my Ishtola, okay? I want my Ishtola.
I am not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Little son! Little son!
I want my cryo, okay? I like my little edgy edgelord Estinian, okay? I like Thanker because him and I are, we're like, we go clubbing together. We pick up chicks together. He's my wingman. What we need is more Minfilia. We need Minfilia back. Bring her back, please. Pray come to the Waking Sands. That's what we need. We need more of that.
Please kill them off already.
No!
But yeah,
No.
if Square Enix...
No, kill off the goth chick with ring. Kill them two off. I'm cool with that. The rest of the people, they need to survive. It's the power of love, the power of friendship.
wanted
The reason I want to kill off the goth chick is because that's going to piss off so many fucking people on Twitter that want to ship those two. It would be glorious. I would love every second of it.
to really draw people to the game, this was the opportunity they had to wow people. The
Yeah,
trailer for
that's true.
Shadowbringers and Endwalker compared to Dawntrail were epic and badass, whereas Dawntrail's comes across as cheesy in my opinion.
Yep, I wasn't really big on
I
it.
can't imagine it would get people hyped to return. I mean, remember Shadowbringers? At the end of the
That
trailer,
was so
moment gave me
fucking cool.
Goosebumps, literally. Back to the graphics upgrade. Anyway, in my opinion, still looks like a PS3 game. I do have a lot of concern because Yoshi P said that this upgrade is supposed to last us for another 10 years. Jesus. I mean... My fucking guy, it's only just released and it looks 10 years out of date.
I do agree. If they expect this to last another 10 years, come on. You'd be better off ending this game and creating a new one with updated graphics. Look at Throne and Liberty. The graphics there are pretty good.
I think it's because of an art style issue. What do
Really?
you guys think? Do you think they did a good job? Or do you think they could have done more? Anyway,
I
let's
actually
be
don't
real.
mind the graphics
Final
so
Fantasy
too bad.
XIV has always shined at its endgame content with raids, alliance raids, housing, dungeons, and G-pose. But let's be real, most of the player base are filthy casuals just like me. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm talking to you watching this right now.
It's me.
Baka. So if you're like me, you're likely
Hey,
to
don't
try
call
out
me
the
that.
alliance raids and the normal raids, and maybe some savage if brave enough. So how do they fare? Sadly, the Alliance raid is not yet released, so I can't talk about that. Funnily, it has just been announced as the making of this video to come out in November. About fucking time. Although Echoes of Vana'diel, as it's called, is said to be based upon Final Fantasy XI Online, which for those of you unaware was the previous MMO which originally released in 2002 on PlayStation 2 and PC.
Never
I think
played
it
it.
should be an interesting crossover. For me personally, I tried to play Final Fantasy XI back in the day, but I couldn't get past their god-awful website.
It's still that way today with Final Fantasy XIV. The biggest boss, or the hardest boss in Final Fantasy XIV is dealing with their website. Trying to sign up and give them money is so fucking difficult.
Fuck is this shit? And couldn't figure out how to log in. It's fucking awful. However, for the time being, we do have the Arcadian, spoiler by the way, which is a surprising change for the Raid series, set in Solution 9, a futuristic location which appears at the latter half of this expansion, is filled with a cyberpunk aesthetic and probably one of the coolest areas we have had in this game yet. It certainly has attracted interesting crowds. What the actual fuck? Anyways, the Raid series enters you into...
You have so many fucking freaks playing this game because of what the game allows. Holy shit.
Gladiatorial style battles against 3 champions each with different personalities.
Oh, Bumblebee, I think that's her.
And awesome soundtracks. It's fucking nuts, I tell you.
Oh, Honeybee.
I mean, listen to this.
I've heard this. Okay. I have to show you one clip of this. It's hilarious. Hold on. Okay, here it is. I love this guy. He's funny. I love the beard, by the way. This is what I'm talking about.
Queen Honeybee. Oh shit. I'll be your one-time only champion. I'll be your world. Oh shit. See, I fucked it up, man.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, back to the video.
Soaking. Must be soaking wet after that one. Oh, Jesus, shut the fuck up, Lulu. Anyway, they really went all out here.
That's probably, so far from what I've heard, the only song in this game that's new for this expansion that I've liked. There's another one, Smile, I think it was. I thought was god-awful.
And
which is unusual for Soken, to be honest with you. Is extremely unusual. Usually his music in these games are fucking bangers. I don't know if he was high when he wrote this music or what he was going for, but it was not good.
Be honest, the Raid Encounter team never really disappoints, to be fair. Well, I do wonder how they'll expand on this series into the future. We'll see, I guess. Stick around because shit is going to get real now.
Supernatural Scooby-Doo! I love that episode.
I'm trying to fucking record here. Ugh, pets, am I right? The needy little shit. Anyway, don't be a bitch, Lasagna. If you like Bob's or Vegana, subscribe and drop a fucking like. Otherwise, I'll expose your internet history to your mom.
Oh no.
Rule 34.
Don't do that.
Interesting. Let's be real.
I've never looked her up on Rule 34.
That. Damn it, I'm an incel. Fuck it. Anyway, the moment you've all been waiting for me to cover, you know it, I know it.
Don't look at my search history.
The story's bad. Not just, it's a little boring. No, it has less substance than a plastic bag. I need help with this. One moment. Gura! Unleash the reviews!
This is better than the music in the game.
Let's talk about the raging wail of an elephant in the room. Hook la fucking Mao.
Jesus! You can't be popping up on me like that. You do that too much.
I saw this clip.
Some of you just suspend your weird ass furry fetish for a moment. I've seen your creepy simp.
And that's the sad part about this game, is it definitely does attract the furries. All MMOs seem to want to do that now. Just look what WoW's doing with all their different type of characters. I mean, it's, oh my God.
Pictures on Twitter. Jesus, help me with this one. Where do I start? Some people love her, some too much, and others hate her. Well, I don't give a rat's ass about that. She's fucking annoying and incompetent.
Yes,
anyway, where to begin?
From what I've seen.
Lamont was introduced to us out of nowhere in the last patch of Endwalker. After helping her defeat a boss, we did all the fucking work, by the way, which
Yep,
is
exactly.
a trend you'll see in Dawntrail. After that, she demands you help her out. So basically, she really doesn't have a good first impression. Let me ask you, would you go and help out a random stranger, go to their country and try and help them win a throne? After knowing them for 5 fucking minutes? I'd personally tell them to eat my ass. It sounds like one of those Nigerian prince money scams, let's be real. Now, I see people saying that, oh, you're just complaining that you're not the main character in this story, or you just dislike that the voice actor is.
Well, yeah, we've been the main character of the story. We're the warrior of light. Why should that change? Why should we take a back burner? It makes no fucking sense. We're playing the game. We're the center of attention. You want us to keep playing the game.
Trans. I swear these fucking people. I'd say, well, you can still write.
The moment it came out that the voice actor was trans, any valid criticism was automatically thrown in the bucket if you're just transphobic, which it was used automatically to try and invalidate every bit of criticism anybody had, to the point where you had to preface any criticism says, I don't care if the person's trans. But the moment you say that, they automatically assume that you care that the person's trans. So it's a lose-lose situation, which is what they intended, which is why they started trying to use the whole trans shield, which is something I've talked about before in a different video about Walt Lamont.
Write a good story and not be the main character. A good recent example is World of Warcraft's latest expansion, The War Within. You are not the main character, but merely a spectator and assistant to main NPCs. You journey around the world, naturally getting involved with different cultures, aiding them in their conflicts. It's really well done, and this expansion...
Well, okay. I would say that WoW's it's a little different. The story, for the most part, has not been the primary focus. I think they're trying to make it be, but for the most part, up until recently, the story was not the main focus. The combat's great. The combat is better than Final Fantasy XIV. It's more responsive. It doesn't have, like, I think the 1.5 second or whatever it is, global cooldown for abilities or whatever. I can't remember what they call it. Granted, I haven't played the more recent expansion yet for World of Warcraft, but I don't know if I like comparing the two.
Has been received exceptionally well. Still with me? Good.
I love her avatar, by the way.
Something non-WoW players can relate to. How about Final Fantasy X?
Oh, I love that game.
To the main character.
That's such a great game.
That game is critically acclaimed. I'm sure you guys can think of even better examples, though. But wait, how about this for an analogy?
Are you saying we're not the main character in Final Fantasy X? I thought we kind of were. I mean, we're main character adjacent, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
What Wook Lamont feels like is a Gold Mercy main in Overwatch who has been boosted to top 500 by her DPS simp, us, and then proceeds to shout out naively about how they did it, with love and peace. On top of that, tries to offer coaching to other top 500s about how to play the game. I seriously just fucking can't with this character. I can see that there are shonen tropes here, with some direct comparisons to Naruto. Now, I do love an underdog story, but at least Naruto knew everyone in his village, and his village knew him. He earned their love and support from training hard and at least having a training montage. Cha tomate. I'm not done yet. Wook Lamont doesn't even know basic greetings from traders from a local village, or different races who visit the main city. She simply does not deserve to be a ruler of these people. I don't think it's the character's fault, but the writing. The writing,
from what I've heard, was awful.
Boring. Paired with the fact you often find yourself doing fetch quests and speaking to Wook Lamont. It's quite funny. I posted this in frustration on Twitter whilst playing through the campaign. Are you for fucking real? Let me fight something! The reason being, I found that I was just walking from cutscene to cutscene.
She's very tasteful in her videos.
Speak to Wook Lamont, speak to Wook Lamont, speak to Wook Lamont, speak to Wook fucking Matt. Ah, fuck this. I was losing my mind at times. We do, however, see the scions popping up from time to time, and I have to admit, I wished I could leave and go with them instead, especially Estinian, who appears to be having a fucking whale of a time. It is an absolute shame that the scions have been reduced to nothing but set dressings to this.
Yep, it's exactly what this expansion was for them.
That there comes a point where things appear to be wrapping up story-wise.
I hope to God we never see this person again after this expansion. I hope they throw her in the waste bin, even more so than they did Reen and the goth chick, right? Can't remember her name. This person has been so divisive, she does not need to be in this game any more than she already has.
Wook Lamont finally gets the throne with Kawana at her side. Best character, by the way. And then, out of nowhere, like an unwelcome fart in an elevator, they throw in the old cliche. Oh, you thought it was the end, but nope. We have another new area with the real villain to show you. And guess fucking what? It was Darth Jar Jar Binks all along, who summoned a secret empire with Sphene, a rehashed budget Emet-Selk. Just minus the charisma. It was at that point I was sighing hard because I just wanted the story to be over. Luckily, the best part of the story was the end part where things finally picked up and there was a cool futuristic area. But wait, my joy was about to get fucking shattered with
Holy shit, man. She does such a good job with these videos and her characters and the outfits and just the picture angles and the zoom ins and the skirts and holy shit.
concern. Darth Jar Jar Binks
I'm gonna start simping for Lulu.
somehow had a child with no mother in sight. Feels like a plot line lifted from Star Wars, if you ask me. I can't be the only one that prayed Sphene wasn't the mother. I swear I felt relief learning she was a robot. I mean,
What?
shit.
Spoilers!
It really had me for a moment there. I'm not sure if I'm alone here, but a lot of the story felt really forced and predictable. They really forced the character of Wook Lamont to be the hero. Even weird things like Y'shtola contacting Wook Lamont over us to give us a message despite Y'shtola not even knowing Wook Lamont.
Yeah,
It
why
should
would-
have been me,
Yeah.
not her.
That
So
makes
many
no
times
sense.
during the expansion, my immersion broke because of these strange occurrences that it was straight up bizarre. At the end of it, I was glad it was finally over. It felt kind of empty. Oh yeah, before I forget. When that gospel music appeared earlier for the first time during the expansion, it completely took me out of the
song
game.
I was talking about.
Confused.
Smile.
What the fuck? What? Look at that.
Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. If we go back to the comparison to Naruto that is often brought up, it feels like one of those filler arcs.
Oh, good gosh,
where
I remember that
Naruto
episode.
goes on a small adventure outside the main narrative, but has zero impact on the main story. It feels exactly the same.
That's
It just
actually
didn't
a
have
good
any real impact.
comparison.
No world-changing moments that permanently shape the world going
Oh
forward.
man, that
I
was
just
so
honestly
brutal.
can't see where the story is going to go from here. It was supposed to be the start of a new chapter, but sadly comes off, like I said earlier, like an intermission to something better. So to answer the question, is this expansion good?
Also, based on certain things Yoshi P stated or responded with when asked certain questions leading up to this expansion, I don't think he thought this was going to be good. I think he realized that it was going to be divisive and that a lot of people probably wouldn't think it was good.
It really depends what you play the expansion and patches for. If you are one of those players who
there
plays
you go.
strictly only for the story content and enjoys waiting for your package from Temu from China to arrive in real time, then this might be your form of torture. I mean, you might like it. The story for me was a 3 out of 10. I know many will disagree. It felt like this expansion was rushed and cheap. The voice acting felt very subpar, especially the main hero, Wook
the hell's
Lamont,
that
who had the
from?
emotional range of a deflated whoopee cushion,
Sphene, listen to me.
prompting me for the first time in 11 years playing this game to switch to Japanese, which was immediately better. But hey, I'm just one person.
I heard a lot of
and
people
it's my
complain about the
opinion.
voice actor
The game has been losing
for
fans quicker
Wook
than
Lamont.
Mambo
It's
No.
just
5's
the delivery
music
and
career,
style.
which has been noticed by many big Final Fantasy content creators, especially with interest in the game. I wonder if they will go balls deep and stick with it, or do a 180 and mix things up. We shall see. Well, that wasn't too bad now, was it? Regarding the player base dropping off, I'll be
If they go balls deep with this, I think they're going to severely hurt their game. They need to fix this.
diving into answering this question in my next video, so please look forward to that, as it's really interesting. It's not as simple as Dawntrail bad. I do think the developers need to mix things up a little. I believe they need to go back a little to their original vision. not to be afraid to make big, bold changes to keep things fresh and alive. I'm not talking about a new character and a new location. We get that every expansion. I'm talking about the same boldness they had when they blew up the planet with the calamity, wiped everyone's memories, and started again.
That's what they should have done.
Close this video out, otherwise I'll be banging on for fucking years. If you enjoyed the video, do drop a like, it does help. And if you didn't, well, I don't give a shit. I hope a random bird drops a drive-by turd bomb on your head.
What the
now
fuck?
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Skyrim, the entrance to Skyrim. What? I don't get it. What's going on here? Did she accidentally add this to the end of the video? Okay. All right. I guess she meant it to be that way.
Hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right?
Oh man, that brings back memories. I remember that. So look, yeah, I'm gonna put this video down into the description so you guys can check her out. I think her content honestly is great. I didn't play it. I haven't played it yet. I've said that at the beginning of the video, but everything I've heard about this expansion does not make me want to play it. I don't want to put myself through all that torture of dealing with Wak Lamont and having to sit here and go to A and B, A, B, A, B, C, D, E, F, and go to all these different points without doing any sort of combat. I would have to break that up with like dungeon runs or something, and I shouldn't have to do that. The game should do that for me. So yeah, so we'll have to see. I don't know if I'll ultimately play it or if I'll just buy skip to get to the next expansion when it comes out. I don't know. I really don't know. I probably won't stream it because if I do play it, it will probably be in short bursts to the point where it's not worth streaming. So let me know down below in the comments. Did you guys play this expansion? What did you think? What did you think of Wak Lamont? And don't forget to thumbs up the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will talk to you guys next time.